Got to be real.
Be real. Be real. The most annoying thing in boxing right now has to be Mayweather's entourage when Mayweather's in the corner about to fight, shouting, TBE, 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 TBE. Was that not really annoying? Because that has to be the most annoying thing in boxing at the moment. Maybe Danny Garcia's dad, Angel Garcia, when he goes off on one, maybe that's a close second. But I mean, when we're talking about boxing history, it's easy to get some facts wrong. So I've got my laptop here, and if I do get any facts wrong, please do forgive me. But we talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and we talk about this man next to him, and in the background of the TV is Sugar Ray Robinson. And I want to explain why, right, and who these guys are. And I'm going to try and condense why Floyd Mayweather Jr. is nowhere near the best ever. Okay, because I've got up here, what have we got? We've got ESPN's top 20 pound-for-pound fighters of all time. And I've got to say that this is a list that I personally more or less agree with. There are a few little mistakes, and I'd like a few people a little bit higher. It's like they've got Roberto Duran at number 6. I personally would not put Roberto Duran at number 6. I prefer Tommy Hearns. I think Tommy Hearns was a great fighter. But they've got Jack Dempsey in there. They've got numerous fighters, and they've got Jack Johnson. They've got Willie Pep, who I think deserves to be a little bit higher than number 5. They've got Joe Louis at number 4, Henry Armstrong at number 3, Ali at 2, and then they've got Ray Robinson at number 1. But I agree with the top 1 and 2, which is Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. But Floyd Mayweather Jr., where does he go in this list? Listen, Mayweather Jr. is a top 20 fighter, okay? He is a top 20 fighter, but does he fall in top 10? I don't know. I've not really sat down and thought about it to that extent where, you know, I'm questioning where does Mayweather Jr. lie in the pound-for-pound rankings. His career is yet to be finalized. He's still fighting. It's difficult to put him in the final pound-for-pound rankings. Unless he was to retire today, then we could. But you see Mayweather Jr., right? He has yet to face a fast boxer of recent. He hasn't faced. It's been ages since he faced a good boxer. We know he struggled against Zab Judah. We know he early on, and Zab Judah gassed out. And I think that's the reason Zab Judah lost, because he gassed out. I think a good boxer in Shane Mosley, who can box a little bit, actually managed to catch Mayweather Jr. And people make an excuse that Mayweather Jr. was fighting a little bit different, and then eventually made the adjustments. But I mean, Mayweather Jr. clearly, I think Zab Judah put the blueprint, and there's another fighter who's not coming into my head right now, but showed us that Mayweather Jr. struggles against fast boxers. And I mean, Mayweather Jr., he's handpicked opponents. So don't get me wrong, in that ring, Mayweather Jr. is a great fighter. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to talk about who he's ducked, who he's avoided, and all that stuff. We're going to talk about in the ring, how good is Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, people base pound-for-pound rankings upon one criteria and one criteria only, and that's their record. Okay, I don't do that. I think that there's a little bit more to it. I think that you need to look at various dimensions. I think that when you look at it, you cannot just solely look at the record. Okay, for this reason, I have Mike Tyson extremely high in the ratings. Now, Mike Tyson is a controversial figure in boxing. A lot of people don't put him that high, and the reason for this is because he lost against Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. And I think there's 3 types of people when it comes to Mike Tyson. There's one type who say that Mike Tyson is unbelievable, he's the best, simply because they've seen knockouts. Okay, they are what you call casual idiot fans. Then I think you have the quite knowledgeable fans, but not really that knowledgeable and being a little bit ignorant. They say that Mike Tyson is nowhere near even top 20 because at the end of the day, Mike Tyson lost to Holyfield and Lewis. But they failed to, and they say that who did he beat in his prime, and when he got up to the top level, he lost. He got lost against Lewis, lost against Holyfield. And then there comes my criteria, right? And I look at Tyson in a totally different manner. And the way I look at it is this: Mike Tyson was nowhere near his prime when he fought Lewis, nowhere near. He wasn't in his prime when he fought Holyfield. And Tyson, the thing is that he put up a good fight against Holyfield, a very good fight against Holyfield. And that means to me, if he put up a good fight in the 90s against Holyfield, I feel a prime Mike Tyson under Yamato and under Kevin Rooney. I think if we're talking a close fight with Evander Holyfield and Tyson, where Tyson won maybe 3 rounds, 4 rounds, I can't see why Tyson would not win another 3 rounds easy when he was in his prime. Because when he was in his prime, if you compare the video when he's in his prime in comparison to a video where he's off his prime, the footwork, the combinations, everything's totally different, and you can see the amount of speed that he lost when he fought Holyfield. And in his prime, he was a totally different fight. For me, I think that's a clear indication that Tyson clearly would beat Holyfield and clearly would beat Lennox Lewis, because if he could put up a fight against him when he's off his prime, a really good fight against Holyfield, in my opinion, I think he gave Holyfield a good test. You see, who is Sugar Ray Robinson? This is where the question comes. Who is Ray Robinson? I mean, who is this guy? Ray Robinson was a guy who fought Jake LaMotta, okay, and he lost to Jake LaMotta. This was his first loss that he ever had in his career, and the thing is that he did not lose this fight until I think it was his. I'll have to get back to you on that. If I don't know what fight it was. 75 fights, and he had 73 1-1. Okay, and he'd beaten every top contender in the world. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so Ray Robinson, right? I mean, Mayweather Jr.'s got 49-0, but Ray Robinson, why do I rate him number 1? Or why is Mayweather Jr. nowhere near that number 1 spot? You know what the reason is? When you look at a fighter, you have to question, first of all, in my opinion, when I do my power pound rankings, how do you put that fighter? If say we bought Ray Robinson in today's era, could he have beat Marcus Maidana? Could Ray Robinson have beaten Oscar De La Hoya that Mayweather Jr. faced? Could Ray Robinson have beaten Zab Judah? Could Ray Robinson have beaten Manny Pacquiao? Could Ray Robinson have beaten... Who was Mayweather faced? He hasn't faced Pacquiao, as I'm just saying, though. But Timothy Bradley. You see, this era of boxing is a different era, and sports science is what people go on and on and on and on and on about. I'm going to tell you something. Sports science, yeah, what is it? It's hard training and a clean diet with protein shakes. You see, the best diet you can have, because people talk about sports science, don't even understand sports science, yeah? Sports science is what? It's eating whole foods. What the hell did they have back in Ray Robinson's era? They had whole foods, right? The food that they had was natural, more natural foods than there is today. Today we have more pesticides. Today we have more globalization in the world. More companies, corporations making food which is nonsense, and protein shakes which, in my opinion, have their role to play, but it's not that good. And sports science is what? Sports science is counting your calories, counting this, counting that. Back in the day, right, they used to not have the training methods we have today. Mayweather Jr. rules the sport of boxing, and he doesn't even use weights that much. You might use a little bit to keep his body in shape. I mean, you look at Ray Robinson's body shape, his shape was wicked. And I think that the whole issue of sports science is the most overhyped thing in boxing today. I think sports science has its role to play, but right, and sports science in terms of the weightlifting and all that, well, Mayweather Jr. doesn't even participate in any of that, and he rules the sport of boxing, so that just ends that discussion right there. He does all old school training pretty much, does Mayweather Jr. So the thing is, though, that with Ray Robinson and Floyd Money Mayweather, we look at the two of them, and here's how I start to rate who was the bigger puncher out of the two. Definitely Ray Robinson was the bigger puncher. I'd give Ray Robinson an 8 out of 10. I'd give Mayweather Jr. about a 5 out of 10 for power, maybe 6, pushing it, yeah. But he is not a big puncher, Mayweather Jr. Ray Robinson, 8 out of 10, he could knock you out. Speed, I'd give Mayweather Jr. about a 8 out of 10. I'll give Ray Robinson maybe a 7 out of 10. Chins, Mayweather Jr., I don't know, man. He's been hit flush. He's never dropped, but that's not down to his chin. That's down to his defense. Chin, we've seen him shaped by Shane Mosley, so we know he can get hurt. I give Mayweather about an 8 out of 10 for his chin. He's got a solid chin. Ray Robinson, give him about a 7. But then we come into defense. Mayweather Jr., 10 out of 10. Ray Robinson, 8 out of 10. Right? He didn't have a bad defense in Ray Robinson. He could box, he can, you know. Then we look at footwork. Mayweather Jr., 8 out of 10. Ray Robinson, 8 out of 10. But you see, the thing that separates Mayweather and Ray Robinson is that power. You see, Ray Robinson and power is one of the main big criteria, because if you don't have power, right, in boxing, which Mayweather Jr. does not, how can you keep a fighter like Jake LaMotta, who outweighed Ray Robinson by 16 pounds on the night of the fight? Because back in them days, I think I'm correct here, yeah, but they used to weigh on the day of the fight. You see, Marcus Maidana, right, there's a difference between Jake LaMotta weighing 150, whatever the hell it was, 160 pounds, yeah, on the day of the fight, 16 pounds heavier than Ray Robinson, right, 16 pounds heavier than Ray Robinson when they weighed in comparison to Marcus Maidana, who was hydrated up to that weight. You see, that's like fighting Gennady Golovkin at 160. Do you see my point? That's like Mayweather Jr. fighting Gennady Golovkin at 160, right? Not Marcus Maidana hydrating up, because Gennady Golovkin, right, if he was to go on the weighing scales weighing at 160 and Mayweather Jr. weighing at 147, then we're talking, you know, how many? That's 47, 48, 49, 50. That's 13 pounds. Yeah, no, not even that. Gennady Golovkin's heavier than that. That's an extra 3 pounds heavier than Gennady Golovkin. That's how heavy Jake LaMotta was when he faced Ray Robinson, if I'm correct. I may be getting this wrong, I don't know, but I don't think I am. I'm pretty confident I'm getting this right. I think that's how much it was. And Ray Robinson, he faced Jake LaMotta. He lost once, but he won the other times. I think he won 4 times against Jake LaMotta. And Jake LaMotta, the Raging Bull, was a tremendous fighter. And I mean, that to me shows how much of a good fighter Ray Robinson is. Because could Mayweather Jr. beat Gennady Golovkin, a 160 fighter? I don't know. And if Gennady Golovkin was allowed to weigh 163 on the day of the fight, and they fought that same day, not allowing Gennady Golovkin to hydrate up, but if they fought that same day, come on, man, be realistic, guys. You've got to be realistic. Ray Robinson, right, what he did in the sport in terms of having a better record, facing arguably better opponents who were more in their prime. He faced anyone and everyone. He was 173 and 19 losses. I mean, a tremendous record. I mean, who did he face? He faced Jake LaMotta. He faced, let me find another few more opponents. He faced Gene Fulmer, I think it was, I believe. He faced, let me see, Rocky Graziano, I think. Yeah, he faced Rocky Graziano. He faced, I'm trying to find a good fighter who he faced. I think Gene Fulmer was a real good fighter, to be honest with you. I think Jake LaMotta was an exceptional fighter as well. There's a fighter I'm looking for here who I can't remember. Look, Randy Turpin, right? He was 40-2, right? 41-2, yeah. And Ray Robinson TKO'd him. He lost the first fight on points. But you see, the thing is that with Ray Robinson, we can't just look at, right, records. Because the thing is, I haven't studied Ray Robinson in a good while, right? And I've forgotten quite a bit about his record. But I've studied Ray Robinson back to front his entire career. I've read a lot about him. And the thing is that Sugar Ray Robinson, honestly, right, if you see him in his prime, because there's not much video. There is like a few second clip on YouTube, right, of Ray Robinson in his prime. People say there's not any footage of him in his prime. There is a slight clip on where he's in his prime. And the guy, it's shocking how hard this guy could hit, how fast he was, how much of a good boxer he was. He had everything. And the thing is that Mayweather Jr. is good, but he's not balanced across the board, because the thing is he declines in the power section. Because he declines so much in the section of power, Mayweather Jr. can never be the best ever, because he doesn't have that ferocious power. You need to have that ferocious power what Ray Robinson had. He had ferocious knockout power to switch a fight around, and unfortunately, Mayweather Jr. doesn't have that. He's got a lot of things. He's got skills. He's got this. He's got that. But I mean, we look at Ray Robinson. We put him in the ring against Sugar Ray Leonard. I think he takes Leonard out. I think he knocks Leonard out. I mean, at the end of the day, Tommy Hearns was outboxing Leonard. Could Ray Robinson? I think Ray Robinson could, but would he? I don't think Ray Robinson would outbox him, but I think Ray Robinson would knock Sugar Ray Leonard out. We look at Tommy Hearns. I think Ray Robinson, would he be able to outbox him? Maybe not, but I think he would knock Tommy Hearns out. And Tommy Hearns is my favourite fighter. Marvin Hagler, I think Ray Robinson would outbox him. Roberto Duran, I think Ray Robinson would probably stop him as well. He'd outbox him and then stop him. And could these guys knock him out? No, I don't think them guys can knock out Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson faced Jake LaMotta, who, was such a heavy, strong fighter, and you've got to bear this in your mind. And he beat him. Majority of the time he lost once, but he beat him. The thing is that Floyd Mayweather Jr., he might have never lost, but has he faced these type of opponents? No, he hasn't. Has he faced all styles? No, he hasn't. Has Ray Robinson? Yes, Ray Robinson faced all styles of fighters, and he's shown what he is. Mayweather Jr. doesn't fight certain styles because he knows he will lose. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Julio Cesar Chavez was 89-0, and he's not even in my top 5. Great fighter, but he's not in my top 5. And I mean, Mayweather Jr. I mean, if he can be 89-0 before he lost, I mean, who the hell is Floyd Mayweather? I'm not even 49-0 yet. Do you get what I mean? So the thing is that Mayweather Jr. is beating good opposition, but I mean, Mayweather Jr. says, I've been on top of the sport for 17 years. Listen, I do not remember Mayweather Jr. when Prince Nassim Muhammad was about. I've got to be straight up honest with you, right? I didn't even know who the hell Floyd Mayweather Jr. was back in them days. I never heard of the guy. I was busy watching other fighters. Floyd Mayweather Jr., he was about, he's making a bit of noise and this and that. But in the UK, I didn't know who he was. I didn't even know who Floyd Mayweather Jr. was, I've got to be honest with you. So, you know what it is. At the end of the day, there's Willie Pep, who was out there, was a great fighter. There was Henry Armstrong. I mean, the greatest of all of them was probably Muhammad Ali, not because just based upon his boxing, but because of who he was outside the ring as well. And if we're just talking in the ring, Muhammad Ali probably does fall in my number 2 or maybe number 1, because he again faced Joe Frazier, faced George Foreman, he faced numerous boxers as well. He faced a peekaboo style boxer in what the hell is his name? And Custody Amatos prodigy, first champion. I can't believe I've forgotten. He's one of my favorite fighters. I've looked at him so much. I can't believe I've forgotten. But yeah, and he beat him as well. And this is gonna really annoy me unless I remember his name. So I've never forgotten his name. But I'm not gonna remember. But anyway, right? So Ali faced numerous fighters, and the thing is that Mayweather Jr., has he faced numerous styles? Has he faced all styles? No, he doesn't. He doesn't face fast boxers. He doesn't. If he avoided Pacquiao, he doesn't do well against them fighters. I mean, he had such a close fight with Marcus Maidana. And who is Marcus Maidana? I mean, what would happen if Roberto Duran got in with Marcus Maidana? Do you know what I mean? What would happen if Marvin Hagler got in there with him, Sugar Ray Leonard got in there with him, Tommy Hearns got in there with him, Ray Robinson? You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. The best ever. It's not Mayweather Jr. You could argue, is it Willie Pep? Is it you can argue, is it Muhammad Ali? But it's definitely not Mayweather Jr. I personally give this ranking to Sugar Ray Robinson. I think that he had a balance of everything. He did not lack in any department. He was the only fighter who had it all. He could fight on the back foot. He could fight on the front foot. He could box you at range. On the inside, he can bang. Can Mayweather Jr. bang on the inside? No, he cannot. Ray Robinson is a tremendous fighter, and maybe Floyd Mayweather Jr. wouldn't lose to Jake LaMotta, but I don't know, man. I mean, if Marcus Maidana did that to him, and I don't know, man. I worry about what Jake LaMotta would do to Floyd Mayweather Jr. if Jake LaMotta was in there. Cause, I mean, weighing that much and having that much power that Jake LaMotta had, because he rushed like a bull. And I know that's the game plan that Robert Garcia looked at. So yeah, comment section below, subscribe as always, and follow me on Twitter at @Sham_you. Who do you feel is the best ever? Is it Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Ridiculous. No, in a bit.